Now listen, old Sally said. Lots of boys get more out of school than that. I agree. I agree they do. Some of them. But that's all I get out of it, see? That's my point. That's exactly my goddamn point, I said. I don't get hardly anything out of anything. I'm in bad shape. I'm in lousy shape. You certainly are. Then, all of a sudden, I got this idea. Look, I said, here's my idea. How would you like to get the hell out of here? Here's my idea. I know this guy down in Greenwich Village that we can borrow his car for a couple of weeks. He used to go to the same school I did, and he still owes me $10. What we could do is, tomorrow morning, we could drive up to Massachusetts and Vermont, and all around there see. It's beautiful as hell up there. It really is. I was getting excited as hell the more I thought of it, and I sort of reached over and took old Sally's goddamn hand. What a goddamn fool I was. No kidding, I said. I have about $180 in the bank. I can take it out when it opens in the morning, and then I could go down and get this guy's car. No kidding. We'll stay in these cabin camps and stuff like that till the dough runs out. Then, when the dough runs out, I could get a job where somewhere and we could live somewhere with a brook and all, and later on we could get married or something. I could chop all our own wood in the wintertime and all. Honest to God, we could have a terrific time. What do you say? Come on, what do you say? Will you do it with me, please? You can't just do something like that, old Sally said. She sounded sore as hell. Why not? Why the hell not? Stop screaming at me, please, she said. Which was crap, because I wasn't even screaming at her. Why can't you? Why not? Because you can't, that's all. In the first place, we are both practically children. And did you ever stop to think what you'd do if you didn't get a job when your money ran out? We'd starve to death. The whole thing's so fantastic. It isn't fantastic. I'd get a job. Don't worry about that. You don't have to worry about that. What's the matter? Don't you want to go with me? Say so. If you don't, it isn't that at all, old Shirley said. I was beginning to hate her. In a way, we'll have oodles of times to do those things. All those things. I mean, after you go to college and all, and if we should get married and all, there'll be oodles of marvelous places to go to. You're just. No, there wouldn't be. There wouldn't be oodles of places to go to at all. It'd be entirely different, I said. I was getting depressed as hell again. What? She said. I can't hear you. One minute you scream at me, and the next you. I said no. There wouldn't be marvelous places to go to after I went to college and all. Open your ears. It'd be entirely different. We'd have to go downstairs in elevators with suitcases and stuff. We'd have to phone up everybody and tell them goodbye and send them postcards from hotels and all. And I'd be working in some office. making a lot of dough and riding to work in cabs and the Madison Avenue buses and reading newspapers and playing breezy all the time and going to the movies and seeing a lot of stupid shorts and coming attractions and the newsreels Christmas almighty. There's always a dumb horse race and some dam breaking a bottle over a ship and some chimpanzee riding a goddamn bicycle with a pants on. It wouldn't be the same at all. You don't see what I mean at all? Maybe I don't. Maybe you don't either, old Shelley said. We both hated each other's guts by that time. You could see there wasn't any sense trying to have an intelligent conversation. I was sorry as hell I'd started it. Come on, let's get out of here, I said. You give me a royal pain in the ass. If you want to know the truth, boy, did she hit the ceiling when I said that? I know, I know I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said it, and I probably wouldn't be ordinarily. But she has depressing the hell out of me. Usually, I never say crude things like that to girls. Boy, did she hit the ceiling. I apologized like a madman, but she wouldn't accept my apology. She was even crying, which scared me a little bit because I was a little afraid she'd go home and tell her father I called her a pain in the ass. Her father was one of those big silent bastards, and he wasn't too crazy about me anyhow. He once told old Shelley I was too goddamn noisy. No kidding, I'm sorry. I kept telling her. You're sorry, that's very funny, she said. She was still sort of crying, and all of a sudden, I did feel sort of sorry I'd said it. Come on, I'll take you home. No kidding. I can go home by myself, thank you. If you think I'd let you take me home, you're mad. No boy ever said that to me in my entire life. The whole thing was sort of funny, in a way, if you thought about it. And all of a sudden, I did something I shouldn't have. I laughed. And I have one of these very loud, stupid laughs. I mean, if I ever sat behind myself in a movie or something, I'd probably lean over and tell myself to please shut up. It made all the Shelley madder than ever. I stuck around for a while, apologizing and trying to get her to excuse me. But she wouldn't. She kept telling me to go away and leave her alone. So finally I did it. I went inside and got my shoes and stuff and left without her. I shouldn't have, but I was pretty goddamn fed up by that time. If you wanted to know the truth, I don't even know why I started all that stuff with her. I mean about going away somewhere to Massachusetts and Vermont and all. I probably wouldn't have taken her even if she'd wanted to go with me. She wouldn't have been anybody to go with. The terrible part, though, is that I meant it when I asked her. That's the terrible part. I swear to God, I'm a madman.